iPhone SE2 is here. But were we waiting for him? 3 years of waiting, thousands of rumors and leaks. And now, finally, he's here. The second generation iPhone SE is out. Apple has released a smartphone surprisingly familiar in design and content, which still has significant innovations. We got to know the new iPhone SE and talked about it in detail. So about the design of the iPhone SE, 2020. If you've ever held an iPhone 8, iPhone 7, iPhone 6s, or even an iPhone 6 in your hands, the new iPhone SE, 2020, will be very familiar to you. Too familiar. iPhone SE second generation has a traditional case shape with rounded corners and edges, large display frames, one of which has a round home button. The front and back surfaces are covered with protective glass, it is glossy. The arrangement of the elements on the case has not changed in any way. The same lightning connector, speaker and microphone grills. On the left side there is a volume control unit, on the right side there is a power button and a SIM card tray. Just for show, there is no 3.5mm audio output in the smartphone. What happens? Nothing has changed at all. Let me reassure you, there are still some new details. The first innovation, the second generation iPhone SE came in 3 colors, black, white and red. With the iPhone 8, the new smartphone has only one common color, red, the others are different. The new second generation iPhone SE has a black bezel in all colors. Even the model is in white. Why does the new iPhone SE have such an old design? The first reason is that Apple definitely had lying around the components from the iPhone 8, which were put into action to assemble a new smartphone. The second reason is that the company wanted to release a budget smartphone by its standards. This condition did not allow him to get a modern design. Despite all this, the new iPhone SE is a contender for the best compact smartphone of 2020. Exactly. There are simply no smartphones with such dimensions on the market, especially new ones. The second innovation is the second generation iPhone SE is equipped with the flagship powerful A13 Bionic processor. The 6-core chip includes 4 energy-efficient 1.8 GHz Thunder cores and 2 high-performance Lightning cores with a frequency of 2.65 GHz. The number of transistors is off-scale, 8.5 billion. All this goodness from above is lubricated by the third-generation Neural Engine machine learning system. The smartphone is equipped with 3 GB of RAM. This is another nice difference from the iPhone 8, which only has 2 GB of RAM. The internal memory of the iPhone SE is usual, 64, 128 or 256 GB, depending on the configuration. The second generation iPhone SE has a 4.7-inch Retina HD LCD display with a resolution of 1334 x 750 pixels, the same as the iPhone 8, and that's not great. The smartphone has the same battery as the iPhone 8. Its capacity is modest by today's standards, 1821 mAh, which is very small by modern standards. From the good, it can be noted that the second generation iPhone SE supports fast charging, 1, wireless charging, 2. Fast charging is possible at 18 watts. 50% of the battery is charged in 30 minutes. However, there are no fast charging accessories included. You need to buy in addition both an adapter with increased power and a cable. Face ID no. Touch ID. Yes. The camera is the same as in the iPhone 8, nothing better for the money Apple has. The foreign reviews of the smartphone that came out before the start of sales of the iPhone SE second generation were funny to read. That's really funny. Each review has repeatedly said that this is what Apple is doing, released a cheap or budget iPhone. Unfortunately, this is only relevant for the United States. For other countries of the world it is impossible to describe the new second generation iPhone SE that way. In fact, it is a very expensive smartphone with dozens of more affordable alternatives. The price of the smartphone is impressive, more than $500 in the sales stratum for the basic version with 64 GB of memory. Today the price has dropped slightly, but not less than $400, which is still quite expensive. In this regard, it is by no means possible to recommend the new product to everyone and everyone.